Thank you all. Dovetail. 95% of the air transport concentrates in 5% of the airports. And actually, that represents typically very long commutes. We could actually increase, or we could take 25% of the population to be close or closer than 15 minutes to a local airport if airlines typically could operate on those airports. Issue with that is that you need small aircrafts and they are easy to fill, but typically in airports where there's not a lot of demand, and particularly there are very high operating costs. What we think, what we believe, and what we know is that electrification can change that. But what we're seeing lately is that there's many startups, many companies that have launched into the race of developing brand new aircrafts. That is a significant endeavor with a lot of risk that can cost literally hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billions. We're approaching this from the retrofit side of things. What we're thinking is that there's a huge market, a huge fleet of thousands of aircrafts out there that are infrautilized and that actually could be used to serve those regional airports. We're talking about an $80 billion market. And there are lots of missions that even with a suboptimal solution, as in a retrofitted aircraft, can actually provide air transport and connectivity to small communities. The solution is simply take an existing airframe, take advantage of the fact that their turboprop or their internal combustion engine needs to be overhauled every 3,600 hours, and use it to replace it with an electric motor and an energy storage system based on batteries or hydrogen. And we can actually materialize cost savings of more than 40%. This is a significant market. As I said, if we approach the whole fleet, we're talking about an $80 billion market. But even if we focus initially on very short flights, and that's what electrification can do, we're talking about $10 billion of value. Just looking at one of the platforms, the Cessna Caravan, that is the aircraft that we're starting to retrofit. We're talking about a global market of more than $1 billion. And that's our plan, focusing on first retrofit of those platforms and eventually turning into the development of a brand new aircraft. That's where we started a few years ago. This is so far our itinerary, so to speak. We have a brand new aircraft as the initial or the start of the development plan, but we've set up our arrangements and agreements with key partners like magniX as a power plant partner. We have orders from Monty with more than $100 million in value. We've attracted the interest and the investment of several airlines, and we proved the first prototype of our technology earlier this year. This is our team with lots of people with significant experience from the industry, several airlines represented in our board, also pioneers of electrification like Rory Gansarski, that used to be the chairman of Aviation and CEO of magniX, and us with at the operational level with long experience in the aerospace industry, including people, just a few of them, or just a few of the scarce people that you can find with direct electric aviation experience. We're raising $7.5 million basically to get us to certification, and we hope to be there in less than 3 years. And with that, we'll be able to make possible reduction in operating costs of 40%, basically go into full electric, zero emissions, and that will generate revenues in less than 3 years through the industrialization of the technology that we're working on. That's us.